So maybe you're new to the channel. Maybe this is the first time you're seeing this truck. So hi, my name is Mavrik. This is my 2011 F-150. It's a 5.0 V8 and it's the FX4 package. So that just means, in layman's terms, it has leather seats, and this particular model has a backup camera in the rearview mirror. I'm not going to go over too much of the truck itself in this video because I do have videos in the past that have gone over that. So if you want to check those out, feel free to dig through my uploads. But today I'm going to go through mainly just recent upgrades that I've done just to make this thing more livable. I do really quickly want to mention that for what you just saw right there is exactly why I chose to do my build on a truck chassis. Not a lot of vans that I know could make it down some stuff like that. And you can actually see my truck almost didn't make it down too. That's that mark right there. Here. This mark is actually because my my tailgate hitch was dragging on the ground. That close to not making it, but we persevered. Since the last time I made one of these videos, I have spent over 150 nights in the back of this thing. So it goes without saying that a lot has changed just to make it that much more comfortable. I feel like this thing's kind of becoming a mini apartment, and it's pretty funny. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so this is what I see when I'm sitting down in my bed in my truck. This is one of my favorite pieces of my truck camper build, and this would be the kitchen. My favorite features about this kitchen is that everything that is accessible here can be moved to the outside, and I can have an outdoor kitchen. I'll show how I do that in a second, but first let's jump into these cabinets. So my cabinets are right here and right here. Both are just some plywood that I top sheeted with some Formica. My smaller one over here is meant for spices and sauces and stuff. By the way, I'm gonna include links to like pretty much everything I use to pack in the description below. I might even throw some extracurricular things like my favorite sauces and stuff in there if you're curious. But these are my my spice holders. They got little magnetic backs on them and stack really nice. And this one, this is my butcher block. This is now my cutting board and cooking station. What's nice about this is I have it on these hinges, which make it kind of like a desk. I'm working on trying to find some taller hinges because I know they exist. I just don't know where to find them. But for now, this is actually really nice because I'm able to sit and cut, push it down. This surface is food safe, so I can just cut my meat and veggies right on top of it. Underneath, I have storage for pots and pans. This is not really the most impressive looking thing right now, but we have camping pots and pans. It's important to have stuff that nests together, so there's little bowls and mugs in here. And then I have not one, but 2 pots and 4 plates. The piece that holds it all together is actually, it doubles as a sink. So you can throw water in here and dish soap and do your dishes that way. So I really love to cook. So I have cast iron pans in here as well. One's like a tortilla warmer, and the other one is like just a regular 10-inch. Those are very important for getting a nice sear on a steak or really a nice sear on anything. I got a pour over coffee maker. I have a mug for said coffee maker. I always keep a spork in here just because you never know when you're gonna need a spork. I got tree bowls, just a little bit excessive, but I like using them for when I'm prepping my meals. This is a pretty cool thing. These are my mixing bowls slash measuring cups. Stack all nice like that, low profile. Got my measuring cups. Little mini mixing bowl, strainer for rice, and then a big, what do they call that? It's another strainer, whatever. And then a big mixing bowl. And then I got this little mini silicone funnel. I haven't really had to use this much, but nice to have. And then just to keep it together, I keep one of these like bungee things on it. And then I do keep a couple paper plates just in case I don't feel like doing dishes that night. Oh, and a can opener, but that's standard. All right, moving on to the back cabinet. This is where the magic happens. It's my kitchen. So back here I keep salt and pepper, olive oil. I always keep propane and extra propane. This is the stove that I like to use. It's a Coleman Hyperflame. I ended up mounting a knife roll bag. Like, this is a chef's knife roll bag that I just stapled to the top of the lid. I think it adds some nice storage, and I can store knives and kitchen utensils in here. On this pocket, I just store some extra silverware for if I have people with me that want to eat, or I have dirty silverware and don't want to do dishes. Wooden spoon, little paring knife, a spatula, a fish spatula, which is actually really handy because it's long. Tongs are a must. You always need tongs. A couple more Cuisinart chef's knives. These are the ones that take the beating, and then just some camp silverware. I've been getting a lot of questions on these knives. These are Japanese cold forged steel knives. This one is made by a company called Araki. The website that I bought these off of is called Chubo Knives. So that's how I packed the kitchen. Above the kitchen, I have mounted a fire extinguisher. So this is mounted to the cab. You can pop it out like this and spray your fire away. What's nice about the placement of that is it's accessible here, but also once I have the truck open. I keep some slippers in here for wearing around inside the truck to try not to drag a bunch of dirt in. I got rubber ducky, of course, surfer dude. This little cubby is just right above the wheel well. I just keep plastic bags in here because these work really well for trash bags. Moving on to the back. Well, we've got breakfast for one. And two, I've got this storage cubby, which has a charger for my lithium batteries in it. It has a lithium battery, 100 amp hour lithium battery hiding back there. And then just a bunch of extra cable for my Wi-Fi. So you might be asking yourself at this point in the video, Wi-Fi? How-fi? Starlink is the answer. And if you're not familiar with what Starlink is, let me explain it to you. Hold on, just 1 second. All right, before I jump outside and show you the Starlink, I need to not get distracted, and I need to finish out the inside. So this is my giant 1500 amp hour lithium battery pack. I have my Nintendo Switch up here, laptop, and then if you remember from the luxury truck camping video, I have this portable gaming monitor, which is pretty sweet. And I can actually hang it up here with a RAM mount. And then the other two batteries that you saw, one here and then the one that's in here, run my fridge and my diesel heater. So inside this compartment, I have some various snacks. I've got a gaming headset for my Switch. That's where I also keep my monitor on for if I want to watch movies or play video games. Kind of just holds it up nice there. Can sit back and relax. You can see some of my ductwork for my diesel heater comes through right here. Oh, and of course I have a carbon monoxide detector. This little guy's the monitor for my diesel heater. This is the control base where I can turn it on and off from. Control how hot it gets. This is my mattress. It's a 4-inch foam piece. It's the same mattress I had in my other truck. I use these bedding straps to keep the bedding tight. Under there you can see that black box on the bottom right here is my diesel heater, and then the ductwork kind of comes above it. I got this comforter on Amazon, and then the other nice part is I also have storage to all my clothes on the inside here. So if I don't want to leave to change, then I can usually reach what I need from inside the truck here. I do have a thermometer that reads the outside and inside temperature. Right now it's sitting on the inside of the truck, so it's not much different, but so here's the clothing drawer that you saw underneath my bed. It pulls all the way out. And really quickly, this is how I pack it. I got pants, underwear, and socks. I bring a regular towel, workout shorts, base layers, t-shirts, and then basically sweatshirts, sweatpants, sweaters, rain jacket, bibs, and a hammock. My kitchen, also, pull these two things, pulls all the way out and drops mangoes on the ground. But it's nice because I can just open this up then. This obviously opens up. I can use this as a cutting board still. On the left side here, I have a really nice open storage compartment that runs to the wheel well. In my last build, this was wasted space, but now I get to keep a fly rod here and some reels and tippet. And I also can fit a little travel tripod for filming. On this side, it's kind of a mess, but we've got shop towels, drill bits, we've got jumper cables, a drill, a tow strap, and then I did bring my butane torch. All right. So this is my my Starlink satellite. See, the cable runs down into my door here, and then just routes itself into here, right there, and then runs up to my modem, and then my modem is plugged into that battery pack we were talking about. You can use any lithium pack, like a Jackery or like your own lithium battery setup. This is just how I have mine set up. And that thing's been really nice because I've been able to get internet pretty much anywhere, honestly. It doesn't do so well with obstructions, like these trees. It's been dropping quite a bit, but I'm able to get 300 upload and 300 download speed, which is super nice for running a YouTube channel and just honestly for comfort. Like I'm able to get like Netflix and stuff out in the middle of the woods, and it's been a game changer for international travel too, because when I was traveling through Mexico last year, I realized that on my plan, you're only allowed a half a gigabyte internet on Canadian and Mexico cell towers. So I burned through that relatively quick, or I'll at least burn through that in a day, and then I won't have enough LTE for navigation for like getting places and stuff. So it is really nice to be able to at least pull over to the side of the road, set up my Wi-Fi, and not have to depend on libraries or college campuses for Wi-Fi, or coffee shops, I guess. You can get by without it, of course, but it has added a lot of extra comfort to this build. Also, the first time I've seen Starlink on a truck camper setup, to be honest with you. It is kind of expensive. I believe it cost me like $110 a month for it. With the other options out there, which there aren't many, it's actually surprisingly the cheapest and the best, in my opinion. To go along with that, I also have a WeGo cell booster. This is a 5G booster. That just boosts my actual cell signal, so if I'm on the phone or something while I'm driving, I can stay on the phone. Nice feature for trying to stay in contact with friends. I've jumped through this on one of my last builds, but I do run a Dometic fridge/freezer. I run a 5-gallon water tank. I have an air fryer back here. After making some videos with the air fryer before, I've realized how fun it is to actually have it in the truck, so thought might as well bring it on this trip. I've got an assortment of fishing tackle. I keep a bunch of books behind my passenger seat, and then I got my tools. So it's important to have a good tool bag. I'm not going to run through everything in here, but I can tear one of these bags off and bring it with me if I'm trying to work on something back here, and put it back on, hold it back up, and it's gone really quick. So, and then below that, I have a jack. I use this one. I like this style anyway, whatever the style is, because it's so compact. Oh, bottle jack, that's what it's called. I like the bottle jacks because they're so compact and they can hold a lot of weight. This one in particular is really nice because it comes with pieces that actually help support your frame, and it comes with extensions that save you time. One really big thing that I like on truck camper setups is to have wind doors. This topper I ended up getting has these fold-up wind doors that just allows me to have easier access to grab snacks or whatever before I hit the road. And yeah, it's a lot more convenient than having to crawl back there every time that you need to get something. Moving on to the back driver's side, I end up rerouting my diesel heater, so I have a 10-liter diesel tank right here. And then under here is where the magic happens. Right there is my fuel pump. I ended up mounting that on the outside so I don't have to hear the ticking all night. And then if you look up above there, but I had to saw a giant hole in my truck to get the exhaust and the air intake. Inside the back here, I utilize these waterproof bins to store some of my extra loose items. So in this one, I just kind of have my electronics and a blender bottle right now, just random stuff. But underneath here, I keep my fly boots. I keep some boots to go in the water with. And then this one, this bin's just dry food. So it's like beef jerky and ramen right now. All right, so this is where I started to get kind of crafty this year. Was getting strategic and packing these organized bags. So I'm gonna go through each one of these like relatively quick. This is my oh crap bag. So this has some MREs in it. So this is actually an MRE from Russia. I'm gonna make a video camping and eating that. I don't even know what would be in there, but let me know if you're wanting to see that. I have a jet boil. This is actually called a Camp Chef Striker. And then some extra fuel in there just in case for whatever reason I don't have propane or something, or my stove broke or what have you. And then I have wet butt wipes that are compostable. I'm gonna add like a filtration straw to that and some other stuff, but that's just kind of a bag just in case I get stuck somewhere and need to survive for a few days. This is my repair kit. Inside of here I got fuses, a tire repair kit, which I haven't had to use yet, work light, extra cable, connectors for batteries, connectors for cables, and then in these two bags, the red one is my saltwater fishing gear. So basically I just have my giant oversized saltwater reels in here along with my saltwater tackle. And then this one, this has all my extra bath stuff. So lotions, replacements for deodorants, charging cable for my toothbrush, hairbrush, shaver, which I could actually probably use right now. This is my toiletries bag. It's made by a company called Peak Design. Usually stays pretty organized, but just remember when you're on the road, you guys gotta smell nice. Fly pack. I got my same chainsaw, gym headphones. I guess the last thing that's really organizational I thought was a fun find was this divider that I found on Amazon for inside of a center console. Keeps it just a lot more organized in here. Got my satellite phone in here and various other stuff, but I feel like that was always an abyss of nastiness before. Well, that about does it for this truck tour. I've really been loving this setup. Just those little pieces make this thing feel that much more livable. Here's to many more videos with this setup. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, until next time, you know the drill. Just keep on trucking. Do I have peanut butter on my face? I totally have peanut butter on my face.